Welcome to The Art of Negotiation, tips from Billionaire Dealmakers, where we explore the strategies and insights of some of the world's most successful negotiators. I'm your host, Maria, and today we have a special guest with us. He's an American businessman and the co-founder of PeopleSoft and Workday, David Duffield. David, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Maria. It's a pleasure to be here.
Let's dive right in. Negotiation is a crucial skill in business. What are some of the key principles you adhere to when negotiating deals, whether it's with partners, investors, or clients?
One of the most important principles I follow is to always come to the table prepared. This means doing thorough research on the other party, understanding their needs and objectives, and having a clear understanding of my own goals. I also believe in building rapport and trust with the other party, as successful negotiations often rely on strong relationships. Additionally, I try to approach negotiations with a win-win mindset, seeking outcomes that benefit both parties involved.
Preparation and relationship building are certainly essential elements of successful negotiations. How do you handle situations where there are conflicts or disagreements during the negotiation process?
Conflicts and disagreements are inevitable in negotiations, but they can also present opportunities for creative problem solving. I try to approach these situations with empathy and open-mindedness, actively listening to the other party's perspective and seeking common ground. It's important to remain calm and respectful, even in challenging moments, and to focus on finding mutually acceptable solutions. Sometimes, bringing in a neutral third party or mediator can also help facilitate productive discussions and resolve conflicts.
Throughout your career, you've undoubtedly negotiated numerous deals. Can you share a memorable negotiation experience where you had to overcome significant challenges, and how did you ultimately achieve a successful outcome?
One memorable negotiation experience was during the early days of PeopleSoft when we were negotiating a major partnership agreement with a key technology vendor. The negotiations were complex, with both parties having different priorities and objectives. We faced challenges around pricing, terms, and intellectual property rights. However, by maintaining open lines of communication, remaining flexible, and focusing on our shared goals, we were able to reach a mutually beneficial agreement that laid the foundation for a successful partnership.
In your experience, what are some common mistakes that negotiators often make, and how can they be avoided?
One common mistake I see is a failure to listen actively. Negotiators often focus too much on presenting their own arguments and viewpoints without taking the time to truly understand the other party's perspective. This can lead to misunderstandings and missed opportunities for finding common ground. Another mistake is being overly focused on winning at all costs, which can lead to a breakdown in trust and damage relationships. It's important to approach negotiations with a collaborative mindset and to prioritize building trust and rapport with the other party.
As a seasoned negotiator, what advice would you give to aspiring entrepreneurs or business professionals looking to improve their negotiation skills?
My advice would be to practice, practice, practice. Negotiation is a skill that improves with experience, so don't be afraid to put yourself in situations where you can practice and refine your negotiation skills. Seek out opportunities to negotiate, whether it's with vendors, clients, or colleagues, and be open to feedback and learning from each experience. Additionally, continue to educate yourself on negotiation techniques and strategies, and don't underestimate the importance of emotional intelligence and empathy in negotiations.
Before we wrap up, is there any final advice or insight you'd like to share with our listeners about the art of negotiation?
I would encourage listeners to approach negotiation as a collaborative process rather than a confrontational one. Remember that successful negotiations are not just about getting what you want, but also about building relationships and creating value for all parties involved. Stay curious, stay open-minded, and always be willing to explore creative solutions. And above all, never underestimate the power of preparation and empathy in negotiation.
David, thank you so much for joining us today and sharing your valuable insights into the art of negotiation. It's been an absolute pleasure having you on the show.
Thank you, Maria. It's been great talking with you.
And to our listeners, thank you for tuning in to The Art of Negotiation, tips from Billionaire Dealmakers. Be sure to subscribe for more episodes, and until next time, happy negotiating.